Hello everybody, my name is Travis and welcome to Satisfactory. This is a game about construction, but not about survival. If I could say these next few words any more slowly. Anyway, so this is a game about construction, and it's one of those niche kind of like satisfying games, hence the name Satisfactory. You build your own factory, you craft resources, and then you have the machines automate them all for you, and you just continue to build and build and build and get more upgrades. And you know what? There's no real background to the game as far as I know. I've already played it just a little bit. So what we're gonna do today is we're just gonna start off. We're going to build our own factory. I don't know how long it's going to take, but let's see, where do I want to start? Flat grounds, grass fields. I don't think these are randomly generated. I might be wrong, but I think we'll go with the first one. I'm not especially Travision 2. I'm not especially advanced at this game, nor an expert of any sort on any building games outside of Conan Exiles, which is a game I've devoted way too many hours into. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start building. We're just going to start collecting resources, building, so on and so forth, and you'll get to see the tutorial and all of its golden goodness. Oh, and the intro cinematic, which is coming up.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized. Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Absolutely majestic. That was incredible, and I loved every second of it.
Welcome
now,
to Planet Massage 2, ABB,
Massage
your
2?
designated sector in the binary star system of Akija. I am Ada, also known as
okay.
Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the 3rd of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to
onboarding. Great! Hooray! Fantastic! Amazing!
First objective.
Yes.
Please dismantle the drop
Okay,
pod.
no worries. I got this.
Materials
Step
will be
by
repurposed
step.
to construct
I
a
know
habitat
what
and
I'm
utility
doing. No worries. No worries. This tutorial is going to be very cumbersome. My ability to pay attention to it's going to be very slim. So basically, I'm going to skip through this. Basically, the tutorial is just telling you need to dismantle your shit, you need to open your codecs, you need to basically just get used to the controls. That's all it really is. If you've watched my videos and you've played games yourself or seen enough of my videos, you should know by now.
Before leaving the drop zone.
I feel like a dick if I don't do the tutorial, though. I mean, I have to do the tutorial, but you know. Anyway, it's just your standard tutorial. Get you used to the controls, show you what you can and can't do.
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with...
Yes. I know what the resource scanner is. You hold V, and it sends out a ping, and it dictates to you where the nearest materials may be. I might go over here. I think last time I went north. I'm gonna go south this time. Then again, this drop point may be completely random, so I don't know where I'm going. But anyway, there's one. There's number 2. There we go. Thanks, baby. Appreciate that. Anyway, so the basic premise of this game is build. You saw the tutorial or the introductory video. That's basically all it is. It's building, and it's satisfying. Once you automate things, it gets real nice. Real nice. So right now, we're just going to have to settle and find a place to start our first construction project. Okay, well, I think I may have gone the wrong way. Wait, what is that? I've never been here before, and I've never discovered this. So this... flower of some kind. It's magnificent. I've never seen it before. Oh, that's gas. Okay, maybe it's not so magnificent. Maybe it's... maybe it's gonna kill me. Maybe that's a... Okay, well, let me get a start real quick. Okay, we're drawing a little bit closer toward where our first deposit's going to be. And we're just gonna chip away. We're just gonna chip away at it. I forgot where it's at. It's like right here. Yep, there it is. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. I can't see any other resources in sight. Maybe that over there, but looks like we have a pretty solid foundation for iron anyway. I might want to move the base at a later point. So, you know.
Fourth objective. Build the hub.
Yes, I'm aware. Oh, really? You're gonna do this right now? These bastards have actually managed to kill me in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again. Get the fuck over... What are you waiting for? Get the fuck over here. Okay, or just run away from me. That's okay, too. We can play that game. Fucking annihilated, you dummy. So, let me get some of this iron real quick. Okay, so we have our iron. Here's what's next. We're gonna press Q. We're gonna bring up the build menu. We're gonna select the hub. The hub. The hub is going to be our center of operations for the rest of the game. And I might just build it over here so that way we have more room in case we need to automate things. So here's the hub. And what it's going to want us to do is select our first hub upgrade. And it's going to cost materials. As you can see down here, the milestone that we selected, Tier 0, Hub Upgrade 1, it's going to unlock the Equipment Workshop, Portable Miner, and Inventory slots on our suit when we complete this. And all we need to complete it are 10 iron bars, or iron rods, I suppose. You select that, and seeing as I don't have any in my inventory here, what's next is crafting.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature, Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature, Hub Terminal. Fifth objective, complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note, the craft...
Anyway, seeing as I already explained that. At the beginning, you can't automate anything. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to work your way up. You are bare bones. All you have is your hub and resource deposits around you. Now it's not so hard. Down here it says you can hold left mouse button to craft. But you can hold space as well. Much easier in my opinion. I would rather hold space with my thumb while I sit here and wait. But, yeah. So as you can see here, the 3 hammers means 1, 2, 3. That's how long it takes for it to craft 1 iron ingot. Now, if you look down here, you can see this takes 3 as well, but it also takes 3 iron ingots in order to make 2 iron plates. So the ratio is a little bit better than, say, something like this, although this is faster to make because it only takes 1 swing of a hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. And there we go. Now we can do the hub upgrade, which will unlock portable miners, which are a great way for gathering as many resources as possible at the early stages of the game. Until we manage to get enough technology, this is basically the way we're going to have to do it.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment Portable Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage. 6th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
So the game did a pretty good job of explaining what's going down right there. But here's something you may not have known. I'm going to need the Equipment Workshop, and I'm going to need it pronto. Get me access to... Oh, let me collect that. It's kind of weird having leaves growing out of my base. Shazam! There's the Equipment Workshop. Right up on that bitch. Now, what we can do is we can build a zapper if we ever lose the one we have, and we can build a portable miner, of which I do not have enough resources to build. Well, that's a bummer. Let me get some more iron. Let me get some iron. Okay, I got enough iron, and I made enough stuff, so we have access to 4 portable miners, which is fantastic. They're going to drill constantly on the sources of iron right next to us, up to a maximum of 100. And that means I no longer have to chip away making 1 at a time. We can make 4 within, I don't know, about the same amount of time. So here's how that works. You just double click it, you click it, there you go. Just get out your clicker, and you're good. Bam! Slap that bitch down. And you've got an iron mining army right off the bat. See these boys, look at them. Look how well they make that iron. We've already got like 6 apiece. With 6 times 4, that's 24. So, oh yeah, I should also mention that the more you upgrade your hub, the more it'll build itself up to, until you inevitably have a fully functioning factory and office for yourself. Right now we have a frame. We're slowly building onto it. Let's see what the next upgrade wants us to do. Hub Upgrade 2, which is going to unlock a smelter, which is something that automatically, or automates the process of smelting, which is what we used to do when we held spacebar down. So instead of doing that, we can just throw it in there and let it handle itself. It can be hooked up to conveyor belts, but we don't have access to that yet. Power lines, which is what we can use to connect generators to our smelters. Generator, which is something that's going to be coming after the next milestone. We don't have it yet. Copper ingots, wires, cables, things that we can all use a whole lot of. But not just yet. We need some iron. I'll be right back. Alright. We have made enough stuff in order to get to the next upgrade. That's basically what it is. This is basically the entire game. Aside from building weapons and attacking other monsters that spawn in the world and exploring and things like that.
Hub feature, biomass burner. Scanner feature, copper. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the...
Skipping all that, which I already explained to you, we now have this machine on the back here. A biomass burner, which we can use to, until we find other sources of power later down the tech tree, we can use to burn leaves and flowers and like alien meats and things like that, just to have enough power to, you know, work our smelter, which is something that I'm probably going to be building here in a second. But the most important thing is we now have the beginnings of a home. And so, with this new development, we can make craft bench. I don't want to make that. Why would I want to make that? We can make a smelter and power line. These are important things. Now, let's see where some copper might be, and I hope it's not too far, because I don't want to go that far. Oh, shoot, copper's actually pretty darn close to me right now. 166 meters, that's not that far. So, let me get some automatic miners, so that way I can, when I get there, okay, I'll get like 8 plates and, oh god, 8 plates and 16 rods. 8 plates, 16 rods. So, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. There we go. Alright, fantastic. So I'm going to get these portable miners. It's always a good idea just to bring some with you. Because when you get to a resource deposit, it's frustrating to just get there, have nothing in your hands, and then have to take back the little that you know, can gather by hand back to camp. So, you know, coming equipped is part of the job. You gotta get there. You gotta make sure you're equipped. Otherwise, you're gonna be twisting in the wind, bringing back like 20 some odd iron or copper, and you know, it's not a good feeling when you make your way there and it's at the top of a cliff or something. And you know what? I think this is actually where my base was before in my first save file. Yeah, just down there. That's where I made my base. Was right down there where that big freak over there is at. I see it now. Well, now you see my complaint. My base was all the way over there. I had to run all the way up and around, up this hill, come up here to get my copper. Was not happening. What happened to my stunner? There we go. What's up? You want to die? Oh, you don't want to die? You shouldn't have, like, growled at me then, because, you know, I get a little nervous. I get pretty scared. You should see my Amnesia playthrough, man. I'll hook you up with my YouTube account. You can just take a look. Okay. So now we've got our automatic miners. No problem there. And there's some limestone down over the cliff there. I know that because that's where my base used to be. So we have access to 3 major resources right off the bat. If I'm going to automate this, it's probably going to end up taking a while for me to build a long enough conveyor belt to get me from that resource deposit and this resource deposit all the way up and over here. But if there was some way I could meet in the middle and like have a universal storage place for both of them, I think that's what I'm going to try and work toward. So for now, let me just collect some of the copper and take it back to the base. This is an example of what happens when your miners reach their maximum capacity. They just stop. They don't do anything more. There's nowhere for them to put the material, so they just hold on to them, which can be very troublesome if you relied on them for the rest of the game. And thankfully, you won't have to rely on them for too long. There is a point where you're going to just totally, absolutely get rid of all of that, where it's going to be so out of date, it's not even necessary. Let's take a look at Hub Upgrade 3. You've got the Constructor, something that fabricates, crafts one part into another part. So you'll have your smelter, which will turn your ore into ingots. You can convey that off to a Constructor, which will turn your ingots into, say, iron plates or iron rods. So you can have sort of a 3-step system where you grow, and this is something that's a little bit later down the road, but you'll be able to get access to an automatic miner, not like the portable miner. It'll be an actual station which mines for you. You can convey from that to the smelter, smelt it into bars, convey that into the Constructor, turn it into other materials. So it's really honestly just going to be by the end game, or the mid game even, an absolute friggin' mess of a shit ton of conveyor belts and factories pumping out so many resources at once that it's hard to keep track of. So let's select this milestone, and we're just gonna get to crafting. That's all we can do at the moment. And just like with the iron ingots for the time being, we don't have a choice. I would have made a smelter, but honestly, I feel like this is the easiest way to do it myself. I'm a little bit lazy. I don't really need to collect any more resources, so I'm just going to sit here and hammer on space until I'm good. Okay, so we have enough copper there to make the things that we need. What I also need is more iron rods, and I have just enough in order to complete the next upgrade, which is fantastic. With plenty left over. I've got so much. I have got so many iron ingots. It's insanity. There's that. There's that. What happened to my iron? Oh, I didn't make the wire yet. Of course, I'm just being an idiot. And it makes 2 of it, so that's fantastic. It moves so fast. Now that we have that, we've got access to the constructor. But do we have access to conveyor belts? That is the issue that I'm trying to...
You have unlocked scanner feature, limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build...
Yes, we know. So this tutorial is basically just step by step by step. It's explaining to you the things that you unlock, but it's not really all that intuitive. It gives you the rundown of the inventory of the codex and so on and so forth, but other than that, there's not a whole lot to it. So at this point, the most efficient thing I think to do would be to create a smelter and then a constructor. So that way, you not only don't have to waste your time... You don't have to waste your time, you know, holding space and doing it yourself. You can... Actually, no. I think a smelter would be good. So you need 10 iron rods and 16 wire, huh? Okay. Now that we have our iron rods and our wire and so on and so forth, what I am proposing that we do... We make ourselves a smelter. Or 2. Since we're not going to be using it for a conveyor belt or like hooking it up to anything right this moment, we can honestly just get away with slapping this bad boy wherever the hell we please. There's really no need for us to get too particular with where we're going to be throwing it. So this one is going to do iron, which I'm just going to toss in there. That's what we're going to do. And this one is going to do copper. We're just going to toss that in there and let that sort itself out. Nice and easy. Everything's nice and easy. Alright. So, iron, copper, we threw them in there, but they're not running. Why would that be? Because we don't have any power. So we're going to need wire and concrete. Concrete, something we need limestone for, is actually not that far. It's not too far from where we're currently at. I should probably get some auto miners now that I think about it. I think you know what, I'm actually just going to pick up... I'm just going to pick up one of these. Maybe 2 of these, actually. I'm just going to pick this one up. Because I've got 4 here already. I don't need any more than maybe 2. Because it's not going to be too long before I'm able to automate that process. So forget about that. We're just going to jump straight for the limestone, which is right about here. Fantastic. Oh, that's perfect placement, too. I can easily get up and down this hill without a hassle. All my resources are in the same area. I thought I'd have to go all the way over there. Turns out I was wrong. I've never been happier to be wrong. Oh, I bet he's not having a good time of it right now. He should have been upfront. He should have been honest with me. I can't stand liars, and my chest hurts. So anyway, limestone. We're going to turn that into concrete. Give me a sec. A really easy way to get your generator powered up is basically just to grab a shit ton of leaves and burn them. I don't know of any other resources so far that will allow you to do it quite as easily as this, because you literally just run around spamming E and picking it up. You know, you've got flowers here, all kinds of other shit like that. It's just in such great abundance that it wouldn't make sense not to use it, at least as a starting power source. So, now that our inventory is filled up with flower petals and so on and so forth, let's just run over to the back here. I thought that was the back, that's the front. And what we can do is just dump these in. Now each of these items is going to have a different burn time. This one takes 5 seconds for 1 unit. This takes 5 seconds for 1 unit. But this takes 0.8 seconds for 1 unit. So it's absolutely... Well, it's not as good as the other ones, obviously. If it's burning at... That's about 296 seconds if you round it up to the next second. But it's a lot less than that because we're talking a 20% difference. So something like this, absolutely phenomenal. You're getting well over 500 seconds. You're getting well over 600 seconds, actually. So that's, you know, over 10 minutes of production time. And now that we've got that, all we have left to do is make some wire and concrete. 3 wire, 1 concrete. That is achievable. 3 wire, 1 concrete. And we can make some concrete. Doesn't take too much work either. Takes a little bit of stone, but doesn't take too much work. You can connect that to that. But not without this. Oh, I need cable. Damn it, I forgot about that. So cable takes wire. Do I have enough? I do. I do have enough. But I'm also going to need more of the good shit. Because I have to place 3 of these, I think. So we're going to hook it up from our generator here. And then from here to there. From here. Oh, wait a second. Can I hook it up from... Can I do it from here to there? There we go. Okay, so our smelters are up and online, and they're just pouring out the resources, just pouring them out. And yeah, that is the very beginning of Satisfactory. That is what it's all about. This puny little hovel that we've started here is eventually going to climb and rise higher and higher and higher until we, you know, reach tier 2, you know, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know what is at the higher tiers, but there is so much going on there. And honestly, all we have left to do is this right here on the top right tells you what you're missing, so that way you never have to go back and check again. It's really convenient. It's a very intuitive interface. It's a really awesome construction game. If you feel like burning a few hours, you know, you need a comfortable game to play and you don't want to stress out, this is it. Sure, I mean, you have to kill a monster every now and then, or an alien. They're not monsters. But yeah, it's just really satisfying. Once you start to automate, it's basically just build, build, build. And nothing is more satisfying than when all of your resource deposits are in the same area, like mine are. I've got my iron right there, I've got my copper over there, and I've got my limestone right there. There are more resource deposits, though, I think. And I can't say for sure. I haven't played through the game long enough to really know. In fact, this is just a step, maybe 2 before where I'm at on another save file. But anyway, I think that's enough Satisfactory for now. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope it interests you, the game, because I know it interests me. It's really awesome. This right here is still in the tutorial. I still have to finish the one in mine, but I think this was close enough a look just to at least see what the game's about. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking with me through this. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment down below to tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. Share the videos to spread the good word, and I will see you in the next one, friends. Take care.